and welcome back to my channel. So tonight I have this very fabulous, dramatic, kind of like rosy gold cut crease makeup look that I think is like a more daring, super glam look for prom this year. I was really inspired by this young lady. She also has a YouTube channel. She's very huge. Her name is Viva Glam K, I believe. But yeah, she did this beautiful like rosy gold cut crease look for prom this year. So yeah, I wanted to, recreate it and add my own little spin to it. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this look, and if you want to learn how to achieve it, then please keep watching. Alright guys, we're going to get started by priming our face, and this one is by BH Cosmetics. Extremely affordable, and it has a slight tint to it, almost like a BB cream, so it's good for kind of evening out your skin tone. So now I'm getting ready to apply my foundation. This is L'Oreal's Pro Matte Foundation Infallible, which means it'll last all night long. So no creasing, no bunch of whites off or nothing, just perfection. So now I'm just blending that all over my face as usual. And now I'm grabbing this light concealer by Carity, and I'm using that in my usual highlighted areas, like I guess that T-zone. So like under my eyes, the center of my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and just a very little bit, like, so the little extra that's left over on the brush, you're going to use that to just wipe on your chin, and just a very little on your jawline. And then we'll just go ahead and blend all of that out. And you want to kind of use patting motions so that you're not like smearing the product all over your face, which will make you look like a ghost pretty much. You don't want that. So you just want to slightly tap it and blend it as such. And use that finger if you need be to get in those tight areas. And now I'm grabbing the same brush that I used to apply my foundation. I'm going to use that to mainly focus on the outer perimeters, blending the those two seams together so that everything flows more softly and cohesively. So yeah, just down the sides of my nose. And notice I didn't highlight my nose too much. I don't know, I've just been tired of the white line down the front of my nose. I don't know. I mean, I used a little powder, but I didn't want my highlight to be super, super strong. We didn't want that. So yeah, now I'm just grabbing these two shades by NYX Cosmetics, their Pro Highlight and Contour Palette, and I'm just tapping that product on those areas that we highlighted. And it may look like I'm applying a whole bunch of product, but lately you'll see after we bake for like 5 minutes, we're going to come back and just wipe it away. So I'm just grabbed a bigger fluffy brush, just to apply more product over areas that I want to kind of highlight and stand out a little bit more. And then I also picked up that same nude shade, and I just went in the areas that we didn't highlight, just to blend those out. So this shade is the exact same color of my skin, and this one is by L'Oreal. This is also a matte powder foundation. So I'm just going over, again, those areas that we didn't highlight. And now time to get those highlighted areas. So with that same brush and with a little bit of that nude shade, that same color of my skin, we're going to use that to gently whisk over those areas that we highlight. And this will keep you from having that flashback that makes you look super, super pale, like you got way too much highlight on. This is good for that. And they call it baking. So this is kind of my earlier attempts at it. I don't really do it too much, but when you're going to prom, you got to do it up a bit. You don't want them flashback and super white under eyes. You just can't. So yeah, now I'm going ahead and blending in my entire face pretty much. So again, everything flows more naturally, if you will. Naturally, even though we're going super dramatic, but kind of naturally. So it's no seams. So again, yeah, just blending that out. And I'm grabbing my favorite, my Carli Bybel palette, and I'm picking up this light brown, but it has a very like strong baby pink undertone, so it's like brown meets pink. Yeah, it's really pretty. And it's, I guess it is a bit of more of a rosy color. So I took that right in my crease with a big fluffy brush. And now because I wanted to warm it up a bit and make it more rosy gold, I just grabbed that same shade from the NYX Highlight and Contour Palette. It's their warm contour color. And I'm taking that right in my crease again with that same fluffy brush. And it's just going to warm up our look a bit more. You don't want it so pale. And I don't know, I just prefer more of a warmer tone in my crease. Like, I'm obsessed with those brick brown looking colors. So this was perfect for that. So now I grabbed that dark brown from that exact same palette, and this is with a smaller, more tapered blending brush. And I'm just focusing this right in my crease. You don't want to take this up too high. You want to focus it in your crease. So now with a big fluffy brush, I'm just slightly fading or blending out those seams. When in doubt, blend it out. Just keep blending. Okay, and now I'm grabbing this shimmery rosy eyeshadow from that same palette. And I'm taking this right under my brow bone just to highlight that area. And now with NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Milk, we're going to use it to start sculpting out our cut crease. I think this might be the first time I've actually used a jumbo pencil or a pencil period to scope out a cut crease, but I was just curious, and because NYX Cosmetics Face Awards is coming up, and you know, it may come up where I need to do a cut crease, well, if I get invited to join the contest, and if I do a cut crease, I might have to use that pencil, so I want to know how to do it. So this is a little practice run. So it actually worked out perfectly. My eyeshadow did not crease at all. So this was great for priming your eyes and to get your colors to really pop and be vivid, like true to the color that you see inside of that eyeshadow palette. This is perfect for that. And again, sculpting out your crease. Like, it was just perfect. It was very creamy though. I wasn't used to that, and I didn't think it would set well, but surprisingly, it did. It's like I said, my eyeshadow lasts all day and all night. It did not crease, and it just made my rosy gold color that we're getting ready to apply. It just made it really pop and stand out, which definitely what you want. You want that shimmery effect, and it was just perfection. So yeah, now I'm grabbing those two colors to create this perfect rosy gold shade. And I'm just tapping that. You don't want to smear this on. You want to just gently tap it on your eyelids where we applied that jumbo white pencil. And now with a flat angled brush, I'm going to start applying my cat eye, my gel liner. And I believe that one is by Maybelline. Fabulous. And this is, I think it's actually like a tattoo gel eyeshadow, but it worked just the same as a gel liner, so it's fine. And I think they actually give you a lot more in the big eyeshadow than they actually give you in the gel liner. So yeah, it still worked perfectly, and it dries matte, so I loved it. So now we're just gonna really wing out our cat eye, super dramatic, just really wisp it up. And I also ended up taking that a little, creating a bit of a cat eye in the inner corners of my eyes, but very, very faint, more natural. So you just want to go with the same shape of your eyes and just slightly drag that inner corner down as well. And now with the Jumbo Pencil by Milani, this is their brow and eye highlighters, and I'm using the side that's more of like a champagne nude. This has a little bit of a glitter effect to it, and so we're dragging that right along our waterline. This will make your eyes look more bright and radiant. And now just under that, where we just applied our that eye highlighter, we're going to create a line just under our waterline to further make our eye look more bigger and brighter. And this will create also a little smoky effect, just a little bit, just a little hint. And I'm just going to smoke out that bottom line slightly with that same matte brown that we used just before. And I'm using a smaller, more tapered blending brush, or actually a pencil brush. And now with a fluffy brush, I grabbed that same rosy gold shade that we used earlier, and I'm just slightly blending that out on the outer perimeter just to give our bottom a little bit more pizzazz, a little more glamour, a little more glitter. Glitter never hurt anybody. More glitter, the better. So yeah, now we're just brushing out those eyebrows, preparing to start shaping them up some because my eyebrows are looking terribly. So I grabbed these two shades. I think I actually ended up using the lighter of the two, but this is their gel liner from BH Cosmetics in their Ultimate Brow Palette. And I'm just using that to mainly focus on the outer perimeters of my brows, shaping them. And then we're gonna go ahead later with these shades right here. This is more of a lighter gray. You could probably use this for if you have blonde hair as well. Blonde hair as well. And I'm just going to use that to fill in the other areas, and this will set all of that gel liner in because their gel liner and the brow palette anyway has a bit of a creamy texture, so it's good to use the powder to set it. And I'm just brushing that in to make it look a little bit more natural, just a little bit more natural. So don't, so it's just not like extremely dramatic. And just to further fade that out a little, I'm grabbing that same brush that we used to apply that brown in our crease, and I just feathered that up some so that it'll create a nice fade effect. And now time for our mascara. This one is L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in Carbon Black. And I've applied multiple coats to my top and bottom lashes. Gotta use your mascara. And I used it before I apply my eyelashes so my eyelashes will blend in with the falsies a little bit better. And so yeah, I'm just applying some natural lashes by Ardell. I don't really like extremely bold lashes, but if that's what you want, if you want to do, that's what you into, then go ahead, girl. But I really love these. They were super natural, but they gave your eyes like a nice, like classic glam look. And they were very soft, like, and I only paid $10 for a pack of, I think, like 5 comes in a pack, a set of 5. So that's a really good bargain deal. So check those out at Ulta. And now I'm just applying this rosy, shimmery blush from BH Cosmetics Duo blush palette. And now we're just going to highlight, and this is the golden shade from Carli Bybel's eyeshadow and highlighter palette. And I'm just going in over those areas that we highlighted it before. So my T-zone and the very top of my cheeks. And this just gave me this beautiful golden goddess glow. Like, I'm just in love with Carli Bybel and her palette. Like, I'm obsessed. And I use this palette every day. So I think I may do an everyday tutorial pretty soon, probably later on this week. Just, you know, focusing on that palette because this is my go-to palette now. Palette is perfect for every single shade, any look you want to do. And it's only, I think, like 12 something, like $12 and something odd cents. You can't go wrong with that. So yeah, now I just picked up this matte brown. Well, it dries to a matte brown consistency. And this is from the Image 12 color flash palette, and I got this off of eBay. It's a dupe for Makeup Forever's 12 color palette, which costs about $100, so it's amazing. You definitely want to get that. So yeah, I just set my makeup in, and our look is all completed. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Thanks for all of your support, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!